same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70.
My nigga Rick James. When I was a young boy, growing up in the ghetto.
Hey, Boss Conversations with Janeah. Hey, coming in with little Rick James. All right, B, I sent you your request. We're going live having Boss Conversations with Janeah. And my guest today is Mr. Brandon Cox, also known as B Smooth. So we're getting ready to get it. Hey.
Oh no, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm maintaining. Still recovering from this surgery, but other than that, I'm doing all right.
Oh,
You a bit,
man.
yeah.
Long, slow process, but you're going to get there, brother. You know you're going to get there. You're going to
Oh
get
yeah, I got to, man. Definitely. I'm glad I'm not playing basketball career-wise no more, because if I was, it would have been a major problem mentally for me. But it's over,
Right.
so it was just a little bump in the road. But hey, I'm here. All
Yeah.
right.
It's
Yep.
also good that you have other things, going on, so
Oh yeah.
you're not just sitting around like with
Oh yeah.
nothing to do. So that is a
Oh
good
yeah.
thing. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. I stay
All
busy.
right. Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you definitely do. And so it's good that we could come on here and talk about some of the reasons that you stay so busy and maybe motivate some other people to understand that they can juggle um, being a boss of different hats, and still maintain. So hopefully you can spread some knowledge and a little something, that people get from
Oh yeah.
that.
Oh yeah. For sure.
All right. So you ready to do this?
I'm always ready for cameras. I've been doing this for a long time, so
Yeah, I know you got so much going on. So I definitely
yeah,
appreciate you coming on with me.
for
I
sure.
definitely appreciate it.
No problem.
So let's roll into the questions.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name and what business are we highlighting and talking about today? And then tell us where you service, where your product is, being serviced.
No doubt. Brandon Cox is my name. People call me B Smooth. That came from the basketball world, but my business is Le Mans 5 Cigars, and I'm pretty much everywhere. Mainly in Chicago, of course, but I'm servicing everywhere. Yeah.
Mm. Okay, so how long have you been smoking cigars?
Man, I traveled to when I was playing in Canada. I traveled to Dominican Republic back in 2007, and being there on the island, I had the opportunity for a gentleman to roll me some cigars. So this was my first time smoking. Of course, the conversation was always heavy with my grandfather. God bless his soul, but um, smoked this cigar, and that was it. It's like it was the beginning, and contributing to the conversations I've had with my grandfather in the past. Um, that kind of opened the door, definitely.
Mm. So is that where you got introduced to cigars when that guy rolled them or from your grandfather?
Well, honestly, for my grandfather, through
Okay.
conversation, as
He
far as
was
the
a
physical
cigar
back,
connoisseur.
right?
Okay.
Definitely
Okay.
was. Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, do you consider yourself a cigar expert? Like you're expert on cigars?
No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, no, I don't.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I'm just in the realm of being able to enjoy a good cigar. In the midst of me continuously learning about the different cigars and the culture, it prompted me to start my own brand. So I know the
Mm.
taste, the spiciness, the different flavors that I like. So I'm like, okay, I'm trying all these other brands. Let me be smart and start my own. And
Mm.
that's what I did. So, you know, I was back and forth for about 2 weeks about the brand name. So I'm like, okay, I want to have a brand to where it's going to be catchy. You know, somebody can hear it. They can hear it and be like, man, I want to try that. You know what I mean? So
Right, right.
Lamont is my middle name. So
Oh, okay.
Lamont is my middle name. I put some of that
So
European,
it's not Be Smooth.
right. It's not Be Smooth.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. Be Smooth is just a nickname. You know, that came from the
Okay.
basketball realm. Um, but yeah, Lamont is my middle name, and I just put a little French twist on it. So you got the Lamont, and then 5. I was born in May, so that's the 5th month of the year. So I just combined it, Lamont 5. So that's how that came about with my cigar brand.
Ah, so how many flavors do you have?
Oh man, you know what? I coming off this injury, I'm not gonna tell y'all. I got some flavor cigars coming. I don't want to put it out there yet because it's being currently being worked on right now. But I just, of course, you got the original flavors. I mean, that's it right now. But other than that, you know, I got the flavors coming.
What
So
is your particular flavor, your favorite flavor, cigar flavor, like your personal favorite?
I like spicy cigars. Cigars with spice. Of course, I do love flavored cigars. One I love to smoke is the Green Label by. Oh, well, I'm having a blind moment right now. Having a blind moment. It'll come back to me. But it's a Green Label cigar that I like to smoke. But spice is really my thing.
So you are like a serial entrepreneur, and we're gonna talk about some of the other cereal you got going on. With all the things that you had going on, was it anything that hindered you or kind of had any reservations when you wanted to go out here and start your own cigar line? Were there any obstacles or anything that made you say like, I don't know about if I'm gonna do this?
No, um, I'm always I'm always competitive. I guess that came from me playing basketball, you know, in my life, and just me being raised in the era that I came from, like just being able to be out there, and I've been around strong women, I've been around strong men all my life, so that picture has been painted to me for a long time now. So, as far as me wanting to start businesses and things of that nature, like it was nothing for me. It was like a challenge. So I've always challenged myself with certain things. So that was a major challenge for me, and it's fun. So yeah, but no hindrance at all.
That's dope. That's dope. So you also are a host. What do you host?
Well, I have the Be Smooth radio show, and that has been running for about 6 years. Currently on iHeartRadio, I've been running neck to neck with the Breakfast Club in New York. Salute to them.
Okay.
So from that, I just started the music, the Music Firehouse. So that's another show of a show that I host that talks about hip hop and R&B. You know, interviewing people that really don't have a voice. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that don't get their music heard, don't get their stories told. You know, so that's a
That's
platform,
dope.
and it streams like everywhere. So from that,
Mm.
I have a partnership. You see this big NBA logo on me. I have a partnership with the NBA. So I host the NBA show, the NBA Locker Room podcast. And of course, that's hella fun because I played basketball all my life pretty much, traveled,
Right.
played on all levels. So, you know, for me to be able to be retired now and be able to talk just about basketball, something I love and something I got a passion for, it's amazing. So those are the entities that I have. I'm working on a show on YouTube TV. It's called
Mm-hmm.
Soulism Sneaker News Sneaker Shopping. And Soulism Sneaker News is my brand. I'm a sneaker designer too. Have partnered with Nike.
Yes.
Yeah,
Come on, boss. Come through with the list. Come on.
so I've partnered with Nike, and my second shoe will be releasing this summer. So You know, I got the show where I'm speaking of. I'll have different celebrities, different sneakerheads coming on the show at different, you know, sneaker boutiques, different locations, interview them on site in the locations. And yeah, that'll be worked through YouTube TV. So it's something I'm looking forward to.
Oh wow. Okay, okay. And you're also like a brand ambassador of some
Yeah,
different companies too. Cause see,
so many.
bro, I want to know, let these people know how much of a boss you are. Cause one thing that I try to tell people all the time is most millionaires have multiple streams of income.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Most millionaires are not just like it's one area that they making that lump sum of money from. And so I
Well,
want people to know like there's so many different areas that you can not only, okay, you being like a brand ambassador, let some of the people know, or I would like to know, um, there are different things that you can get from being a brand ambassador. So a lot of people who don't even realize like these Instagram models and influencers and all of them, a lot of them are brand ambassadors and getting all these clothes and stuff for free. They're not paying for this stuff because they're being brand ambassadors. But talk about the things that you are representing, that you don't have to list all of them, but whichever ones you think is important.
it's because they're major partners. I've collabed. I just switched the wrist. I've collabed with the Jordan brand in triple threat mentoring in Chicago for Chicago public schools. I've been rocking with the Jordan brand for over 3 years now. So I wear a size 16 shoe. So
Damn, hold up. Oh,
yeah,
what?
I wear a size 16 shoe. I'm six.
Okay, yeah, you got a big
Two,
foot.
yeah, I'm 6'6", 280. So, you know, it's a blessing to be able to get shoes and sent to me and stuff like that, especially Jordan. Now with me being partnered with Nike, it's the same thing, and working on my own brand. Um, Also, I'm a part of High Lux. It's a black-owned sports drink, and you can get
Okay.
it at Walmart, Amazon, drinkhighlux.com. You can check that out. I've partnered with, I'm sure Taffy Apple has been a part of everybody's life. If you love Taffy Apple, so
Yes.
ambassador for Taffy Apple, and that is my business partner, that brand, and they've been so good to me and really supporting everything that I've been doing. And I'm also a humanitarian. When I retired from basketball, I started Kicks for Joy, and also
Mm.
started my BLC Live Life Cancer Foundation. But back to Kicks for Joy. Kicks for Joy, I collect sneakers for the less fortunate, and I give them to the homeless. I'm a sneakerhead, of course. Um, I've been doing that, I want to say, close to 15 years combined. So,
Mm.
been
That's
featured.
dope.
Yeah, I've been on Windy City Live. I'm currently waiting to go to the Ellen DeGeneres show. Um, I was due to be on Ellen last year, well, year before last, because you know COVID happened, and it sucked because June 20th, 2020, that was my show date, and we got affected by COVID in the midst of that. So, but I've been all over the place. Channel 9. I've been on Fox 32, like everywhere. So I've truly been blessed. Um, like I said, I got so many different things, and it's good to be able to be in charge and move how you need to move. You know, people get tired of working in corporate America. You know,
Mm.
it's just reality. Like, you know, you want to be able to move how you want to move, as you say, as a boss.
As a
So
boss.
yeah, and just last year, I just recently purchased a women's professional basketball team in the IPWBL. And I've started the Chicago Gambits. And it's another team, the Chicago Sonic Boom, that's coming to the IPMBL. And both leagues are owned by a black woman. So,
Okay.
and I got to get you in tune with Shawana too. But yeah,
That is
you know,
dope.
yeah, I got a lot. So while I'm sitting recovering with these crutches over here, you know, I'm
Right?
I'm still working. I'm able to sit in, you know, here at home and be a part of all these shows. So, and all my endeavors. So yeah, definitely.
And you know what's crazy is I was gonna ask you,
Mhm.
uh, you kind of answered it, but I don't know. I was gonna ask you, how did that injury, like, did it hinder you from getting any of your work done, your business done? But it don't sound like
It,
it.
it'll shock me, man. Like
And
I
so for the people, tell the people, because it's not like a private thing or anything like that. Tell the people so they can understand what was your injury.
I tore my meniscus. I was playing over in Canada actually, and I tweaked my knee back in, I don't even remember what the year was, but I never got my knee checked out. And come to find out, I have torn, shattered cartilage in my knee as well. But
Oh,
from my meniscus October 2nd in my charity basketball game that I held for my good friend with my cancer foundation, my good friend Sterling that passed. And I get a lot of guys that played in the NBA, played college, played overseas. You know, we come back to the neighborhood and we play, you know, to raise money for my cancer foundation, as well as my partner, Ann and Robert H. Lurie's Children's Hospital, downtown Chicago. So I had
okay.
that game, and in the midst of the game, like I don't remember falling or really hurting myself like that. But I woke up the next morning and my knee was so big. So I got my physician on the phone and I explained what I was experiencing as far as the pain and swelling, and got an MRI, and that's what it was. I had a torn meniscus and I had cartilage damage, shattered cartilage. So I just had surgery December 7th. So I'm still, you know, recovering in a recovery state, and just really just taking it easy, man, because, you know, I'm in the process of healing, but I don't want to push myself to heal so fast to where I don't heal properly. And,
Right.
you know, I'm trying to heal properly, so I'm taking my time. And I'm blessed to have been able to have the Chicago Bulls physicians perform my surgery through the communications I have through that organization with the Bulls. And yeah, so, you know, I'm working with their physical therapist now, speaking of the Bulls, and they're getting me right. So yeah, I'm good. I'm hurt.
Man, that's dope. I know you're hurt.
Yeah,
So with this injury, will you ever be able to play basketball again?
I'm done. You know, like I mentioned earlier coming on, you know, if I was still really playing career wise, you know, I would have been affected somewhat in a different way. Of course, because this is something I love to do. You know, basketball is a part of my life. It's been a part of my life for a very long time. But right now, far as me coming back to try to go and play recreationally, like I've done it so much of my life. So it's time for me to pass the torch on. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to start and get involved with these professional basketball teams, because there's so many men and women that's on the streets that has
Right.
so much talent, and these
Yes.
young men and women don't know how to use that talent because nobody's taking the time, nobody's providing the opportunity, nobody's giving them that support. So
Right.
another reason why I wanted to start that entity, and you know, I had a blessing time to be able to go somewhere and play basketball. I want to provide the opportunity for some of these men and women that's out here. I don't care what color,
Mm.
black, whatever color you are. So, you know, I want to contribute to helping somebody make their dream come true.
Yeah, see, sometimes, God do stuff to us, right? And we're
Oh yeah,
like, man, why me?
oh yeah,
Like, why me?
yeah,
Why
yeah,
me? Like you said, you didn't even know you tore your
yeah,
meniscus. You went home, everything, and woke up the next day and didn't even know. And I
yeah.
could feel you on that because I have sarcoidosis and fibromyalgia. And
Mm,
when I first got diagnosed with this stuff and started dealing with it, I used to always say, why me?
yeah,
But then I had to understand that God had a purpose, and why me? Why not me?
right,
Okay.
right.
At the end of the day, but you have so much going on, and you could be so much more of a blessing to those people that you're talking about out there. You know what
Correct.
I'm saying? All that talent, that young talent that's coming on. So sometimes God does things to slow us down
Oh, you
in
so
one kind of way, to
yeah,
to speed us up in another kind of way. You know what
you're
I'm saying?
so right.
And I believe that might be like what's going to be happening here,
Yeah,
because all that energy is still going to be there with you. You know what I'm saying? It's still going to be there, that passion and that drive. So,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, you're getting older. You know, we're older.
41.
So why not instill that in the youth, you know, even harder, even more so, where it can really flourish. You've had your flourish all the way to the heights of your actual
Exactly.
basketball career, but you could really get somebody else there,
Exactly.
somebody who otherwise will not be seen, and that's pretty dope. That's
Yeah.
pretty dope, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate that, and that's my mission. Definitely a man of God. So, it's always about, giving back to your brethren and especially the youth, man. Like, there's not many examples of young black men, just black men out here to set the example for the youth, for these young men that's looking up to us. You
Right.
got the grown men that's still on the block. You got the grown men,
Okay.
nobody that smoke weed, but you still got them out here that's doing this stuff and really not painting the real life positive picture to these young men. So, anytime I can be a crutch and be able to give back to the community in that aspect, man, I'm gonna do what I need to do. Yeah,
So B, I need to know, this is a serious question, okay?
yeah.
I need to know, how in the hell do you handle all this? How are you juggling all this? Do you have an assistant? Like, how you do all this, bro? Because like, even if you just click on his page, like y'all, sorry, if y'all click on his page and y'all see all the stuff that he does, I need to know, like,
Yeah.
is it a special kind of vitamin that you order? Can we get turned on to what kind of coffee you drinking?
Everybody got the vitamin already, and it's God. That's God. You know, it's God. Everything is God's speed. The way I branch and spread everything out, that's the sole purpose of you being in charge, along with the help from above, to be able to move in a timely manner. So I don't overbear myself with activities, interviews, and all that. Um, Pretty much cigars to sell itself. Shoes, my sneakers to sell themselves. Me working with these teams, both teams' seasons start in the summertime. So in the midst of me going through right now, like you mentioned, God slowing me down, I got time now to be able to sit back, hit that reset button, and work on every entity that I have. So that's basically what I'm doing. But I'm definitely in consistent prayer all the time. Of course, I got a dope support system. My family, my mom, my dad, which is my dad. He on here, I guess. I've seen something pop up, but I got a dope support system, and I have a publicist. I saw Miss Wiley, Bridget Wiley from the Chicago Bridge magazine. They've been supporting me big time. So, just being able to have that foundation and have that major support system, is really key. And I've had that. But most of all, God has been guiding me. Yeah.
Okay, so man, it's a blessing to still have your parents here with you, supporting you. It's nothing like the support of a parent. I mean, that is, the ultimate support. When you know that you made your parents proud, it really is a good feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm sure they're proud of you because you like bossing it up big time.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom had obviously with this NBA show that I have in this partnership in the NBA. I brought my dad with me. So my dad is actually a co-host on the show with me.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, so he was the one that put the basketball in my hand and gave me that gift. So it was up to me to do something with it, and I did. So between my dad, my mom, my parents, my grandmother, my aunts, my support system all the way. I'm 41 years old. I've had support since the day I came in this world. So it's still there. So yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
So how do you balance for other entrepreneurs? How do you balance all of the boss work and boss time with personal time, with having a personal life? Are you a active? Do you go out? Do you have a good time? Are you a homebody? How do you balance that?
Man, say I got an old soul. I don't really go out. I mean, sometimes. Of course, I'm a dad too, so when I have downtime, that's totally important to me. Being a voice. My oldest son is Brandon. He's in Canada. Well played. My son, you probably hit my dog. So, but my son, I got a son here in Chicago. His name is Blake, and I got one in St. Louis. But it's really important for me to be able to sit back and rest, especially with me just enduring the surgery and even aside away from the surgery and me just having downtime. I'm a homebody. I love to cook. I love being at home around family. I've partied and traveled and all that so early in my life to where, like, right now it's like okay, I'm good. So I'm in that major adult realm to where I'm like, okay, I've been there, done that. It's time for me to focus on my brands. It's time for me to focus on Brandon because I got to focus on my health because I want to be
Right.
here at a time. So again, you can do it. I write stuff down a lot. I mean, in my iPhone, my notes area app is filled with stuff I want to do. But I find myself, being able to get out and have fun. I would go to the Cigar Lounge. I love nature. I love being outside. I love being around the serenity of water and going to sit at the park. So those are the things I do. I've just really turned on the button of being able to learn about meditation. So that is important because that takes away stress. And the
Yep.
more things that you're involved in, the more things that you do, you consume, like that brings on stress. So, I've learned to just be able to meditate, be at home, and just appreciate breathing air. So, I mean, life is fun. So I have fun every day. So, other than that, that's how I balance, being able to separate personal time and my business entities.
All right. So when it comes to your cigar baby, the Lemon brand,
Yeah.
where do you see it in 5 years?
You know what? I really would love to have my brand in each and every state. Of course, internationally, but of course here. Um, I understand, the youth is when you 18 and up, a lot of people don't want to go to college. They're just
Right.
real talk.
Right.
I
Right.
know I was totally ready for the NBA and college wasn't for me. So with that being said, I would love to open up a cigar store to be able to provide job opportunities for you'll get the youth or younger people, the generation that want to get into the branding of cigars and
Right.
just being a teacher. So I want to open up, a store to where I can give jobs to the youth or to a young man or woman, that wants to learn about tobacco or get into that industry. So yeah,
Mm.
everything else, just the same thing with my sneaker brand. Like I really want to open up a sneaker boutique and provide job opportunities for, the young men and women coming out of high school that don't want to go to college. They want to get a job. And not going to college is not a bad thing. As long as you're productive, getting a job
Right.
and making the way, picking up a trade or something like that, yeah, okay. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it.
That is very true. I tell people that all the time, and I definitely tell the young people that like you don't have to go to college, get a trade, go to trade school, learn a trade.
Exactly.
If because a trade will take you a long way, and you can
It
have
will.
a great career. You could be your own boss, have your own business. But that's something that, especially our community, we have. It's crazy because we used to have that. That's how we used to thrive. 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago, we
Right.
had people who were locksmiths, like people who did the shoes, the cobble people, all that. Can't think of the names, y'all, but y'all know what I'm
I know
talking
what
about.
you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, people with trades, but now it's like I really hate to see so many people pushing their kids so hard. Like you either gonna go to college or you got to get out my house. You get, like sometimes people tell their kids that college is the only option to be successful, and
Yeah.
that is not true, and it really isn't for everybody.
Yeah.
Um, I had um, my oldest daughter is 23, and
Hmm.
she had a friend who graduated high school with her. And I remember talking to her dad, and I was asking him if she was going to go to college. And he was like, no, not right now. And so I started laughing because of the way he said it. So I was like, why? He was like, no, see, because she told me she wanted to be a nurse. He said, so first thing she doing is going to nursing school because she not about to spend 6 years in
Right.
college and
Right.
then come back and tell me she want to go to nursing school when she's 26, and I'm not
Right.
about to be paying for it. So it was interesting because she went to nursing school and she was a nurse making money
Yeah.
at a very young age. And I remember telling her way back then, like, girl, when you get my age, you're gonna be balling. And
Hmm.
even thinking about this, they graduated years ago. So for her to be a nurse or have those credentials during a time like now, she doesn't never have to worry about not working.
That's
So
true.
it is good that we push other alternatives on our kids and on our communities and the less fortunate, because some of them don't ever see any other way out
Oh yeah.
for that.
I totally agree. And again, I to in reference to the violence in Chicago, I think a lot of that comes from these young men and women not having anything to do. Of course, we know COVID is present, but even for the youth that's under 18, like it's no more boys and girls clubs.
Nope.
It's no more YMCA's. It's no more quote unquote lock-ins. Remember the lock-ins back in the day? And yeah, so
Yeah,
it's not,
at the skating rink. Oh yeah.
it's no more of that. It's no more of the block club parties. A lot of these kids don't even know what a block club party is, and that's something we used to look forward to like every summer. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's just it shows you how time has changed. But everything that I do for my future, I definitely want to make an impact on the younger generation because it's totally important. They're coming up behind us. When we dead and gone, it's gonna be their turn. So
Yeah.
it's pretty much. I would say, I guess want to be in the stage of teaching consistently. You know what I mean? Of developing great personalities and entrepreneurs, being able to feed them the knowledge and giving them opportunity that they need to get to where they want to get to. You got so many troubled youth out here, but you never know what's in their mind. In the back of their mind, they probably want to be a doctor.
Right. Right.
Find the
Right.
programs that grab them and man, you know what you're doing is not right. So you know what? I want to spend some time. Let's go talk. A lot of these young men and women just need to be talked to. You
Yes.
know, like
Yes.
they're holding so much in, and of course you got the negative energy that's coming from the TVs. It's coming from social media. That's coming from the radios. So I think any time that I can be a voice to a troubled youth or just the youth in general, man, I'm gonna spend that 5 or 10 minutes just to see where they at because
Hmm.
a lot of the time they just need that TLC. So that's what it falls back to. But every entity that I have, I'm planning to be able to give back to the next generation some kind of way.
You said something that's really important about the youth, um, that we need to just talk to them. They
True.
want to be talked to. It is so many people that will walk past a group of our young boys and instantly freeze up, won't talk to them, have a certain kind of fear about them. And, you know, it's one of those double edged sword things because to a certain degree, in certain areas, you could say, I know why you feel that way. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying? But on the other hand, like, they just want to be talked to. Like I've
yeah,
been around so many of the young people who are bad or do whatever, and if you just go up to them and talk to them, now I don't advise this for everybody. You
right.
need to be a certain kind of somebody that could even go up to them and talk
Yeah,
to them. So
you're
don't
right. You
just be
gotta be
walking
careful.
up to, don't just, y'all just don't need to,
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
right.
okay. But I have talked to them along with groups of other people, and some of the things that they say to us or have said to us, Chicago is so misunderstood, and there are so many of our youth who don't want to be in these situations. They do not want to, but they are out here like only the strongest survive, and they are
Yeah.
out here in survival mode.
Oh, yeah.
And Chicago really has to figure out how to get our kids out of survival mode
Yeah.
because it is taking them away. It's taking them away. Every day we're waking up. The other day, two
Yeah.
14-year-old boys, and a pregnant woman all
Yeah.
executed. Like
Yeah.
this, that was insane.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we really do have to figure out, and I mean, big up to you because those things that you are doing is a part of the process to get us out of that. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody can't look away and walk away. And that
Yeah.
there's, even if you just save two or three of them, save some of them,
Exactly.
save some of them.
Exactly.
So no matter what you do, if no matter how you feel, bro, don't ever give up on our youth. I really love that you're doing all of that. It's so dope.
Appreciate it.
So hopefully some young men or young women who are pondering starting their own business, becoming an entrepreneur, may see our interview.
Mhm.
And if so, what advice would you give them if somebody is teetering on whether they should become an entrepreneur or start their own business?
Bet on yourself always. Um, and I won't even use that term. Put God first. Um, I mean, that's what I did. I definitely energy is a big part of my life. Okay, so I've always wanted to just push forward and give off that positive energy. So just give off that positive energy. Work hard. Uh, Never get discouraged by what someone say that you can't do or anything like that because it's simple. Like I was sitting down and 1 o'clock in the morning watching TV and I saw a commercial in regards to some homeless people and I was like, man, like this is what I want to do. So bam, 2 hours later I had Kicks for Joy name that God placed on my mental.
Mm,
2 months later, I was on the news. So it's that simple, man. Again, write down your dreams. Write down the things that you want to do. Study it. You know, if you get a
mm-hmm.
thought of, man, okay, I might be interested in doing this. Write it down because you might lose that
Right.
in the dark tomorrow. So just go for the gusto, man. Believe in yourself and never give up and never get discouraged. So that's my advice to your future entrepreneurs.
Dope. How do you define success?
How I define success? Hmm. Gets back to what I just said. Energy. Be that successful energy. Encourage people. Um,
Okay.
be that be that energy to where people see you and they want to come talk to you. To pick your brain to see what great ideas you have and share that knowledge.
Right.
Um, Defining also falls in the line of being able to help others consistently. That's what I've learned. So just and brand yourself. Can nobody market you better than you can market yourself?
Come on. Now, where can people find your cigars? The Lemon brand.
Yeah,
Lemon, right?
yeah.
I'm
Lemon
saying it
Five
right.
Cigars. So
Lemon 5
yeah,
cigars. Where can they find your cigars?
I'm currently in talks with Benny's Beverage Depot. So soon, Benny's Ultimate Cigar Lounge in Villa Park. Shout out to
Okay.
Tony. That's like my mentor. He been in the cigar business for over 40 years. Italian guy, great guy. So Ultimate Cigar Lounge. So I got a series of other shops that I'm actually in communication with. During this time of me, recovering. So I'm also going to be having a launch party because I didn't get a chance to do that due to my injury. I had that planned, but and I'll let you guys know so you can put it out there, and I just want everybody to come out. But Ultimate
Right.
Cigar Lounge. I'm working on flavored cigars. I know a lot of females smoke cigars and they like flavored cigars. Toxic.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, yeah. So, I'm currently working on that. So, but other than that,
Yes. You know you have to cater to us ladies
oh
now
yeah,
because
yeah,
we in the cigar game now, okay? We
exactly.
in it. We
Really,
in it.
really, really, really
I
in
know. I didn't even realize it. Let me tell you,
right.
it was a woman who taught me how to smoke a cigar. I
See,
was at a party in Hyde Park at the Cigar Lounge,
okay,
and I had never smoked a cigar before. But when we came into the party, we were able to choose a cigar. Of course, I was up in there like,
yeah,
the guy was like, "What kind of cigar would you like?" And I'm
yeah.
like, "Huh?" And
Uh,
it's overwhelming because it was like so many. I was like, "Dude, what do women get?" And
right,
he's like, you think you might like fruity or whatever?" So
right.
I was surprised that it was so many options. I
Mm-hmm.
can't, for some reason, I just thought, I don't know, I just thought it was like five different flavors or something. I didn't know it was so many options, so many, you
Oh,
could
so,
get dipped in cognac and all that different stuff. So I think it's amazing, but you cannot leave us ladies out. You definitely have to cater to us
oh yeah, for
because we like our own little, feminine thing going
sure.
on.
You know what? It's a balance in life between male and female. So that's what pretty much everything: sports, truck driving, cigar smoking, whatever. So definitely got to be able to cater to the ladies, man. Because if it wasn't for you ladies, it would be no men. So that's just
Come
knowledge.
on.
So it's a must.
All right, bro. So where can the people find you and follow you? What's your socials?
My social, man. Well, my Brandon Lamont, this page we're on now is totally full. But you can follow my fan page at Brandon L. Cox, and I think that's on your flyer. So
Yeah.
you can like that page. Also, you can follow Lamont5 Cigars on Instagram and on Facebook. And official B Cox on Instagram is my Instagram. Yep.
Okay, official B Cox. So, bro, with all that we talked about today, I definitely appreciate you coming on with me. This is so dope. I hope some people are inspired and kind of can see that they could juggle all these good things. Is
Yeah.
there anything that you would like to add
Man, just
as a final note?
yeah, yeah. Again, believe in yourself. Just strive to be great. Don't no holding back. If you got something in your mental that you're thinking about doing, as far as becoming an entrepreneur, don't be scared. Do it. Act on it. Write it down.
Yes,
Do it. Nothing to it.
yes,
Do it. Don't be scared. You won't know unless you try. You know what I mean? So just don't sit on it. Just don't sit on it because you never know what it might lead to. It might
right.
lead to another, entity of you being an entrepreneur of something else. So you never know, man. But again, just go for the gusto and just know you're gonna do what you need to do to be successful and do it. And that's it.
Yes, yes. That was a great final note. Thank you so much. And much blessings to you with all of your endeavors.
Thank you so much.
Like, you know, I guess I let the people know, like I'm always telling them our relationship, whoever I'm interviewing, but I don't know Brandon personally.
Yeah,
We aren't friends. This is our first time meeting face
yeah,
to
yeah,
face. And so I follow him. We follow each other on Facebook. It's a
hmm
lot of dope people that I follow that we
yeah,
don't really know each other, but we follow each other. And
yeah.
so I'm so glad that you trusted me enough to still come on here and talk to me. This was so dope. And I know some people are
Yeah,
going to get some good juice out of this.
for
You
sure.
take this
Yeah,
and use this however you want. I think it's a really good interview. I think you dropped some good nuggets out here for us. So
yeah.
good luck with your healing too. Blessings
Thank
on that. I pray that you heal all together and all
you.
right.
Oh
And
my,
I look forward to us like doing this again.
yeah, for
Any bosses who you think will come on here and talk to me or that I should talk to, please let me know
sure.
because I want, just like you want to get those people who somebody else wouldn't otherwise see. I want people who are everyday people to see everyday people that are
Yeah,
bosses
Exactly.
Everybody doesn't have to be, on a silver screen or out here showing their millions of dollars to be bosses. And so, in the world of the Instagram and social media fake fame,
And that
I
ain't even
think
the way to do it.
and that's why I think it's important that people understand that they need to get away from those unrealistic goals, and there are all other kind of ways that you can be a boss.
Yeah.
So everybody don't want to talk to everyday bosses.
But
They want to talk to those little quick, fast, overnight bosses.
you right. And you know who really helped me from afar. I had the opportunity to sit down and chop it up with him several times. Shaquille O'Neal is totally somebody that I follow. Find you someone that reminds you of yourself. Find you someone that you would love to kind of not more so be like, but kind of pattern what you're trying to do.
Right.
Their journey, read their journey, see the things that they did and the obstacles they went through to get to where you're trying to get to. So Shaquille O'Neal, he has his hands since he's been retired from basketball. This man got the pizza spot. He got so much stuff. The car.
Yeah, he does.
Owning little electronic gadgets and all that type of stuff. So, Shaquille O'Neal is definitely somebody that I look up to. But patronize yourself, man, and brand yourself. And again, I say this all the time. Nobody can market you better than you can market yourself.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. Man, thanks, B.
Yeah, no problem.
Look, you have a good night. I'm definitely going to be in touch with you, so I'll be hitting you up.
For sure.
And blessings to you.
And you keep going, too. This is really dope, man. So
thank you.
Hear what you're doing. You never know what this might turn into a TV show. So I'm going to lift you up in prayer with that. You keep going.
Thank you.
Don't hold back. So this is one of the great interviews that I've done, and I've been all over the place. So, so this is great questions and everything. But you keep moving, keep doing what you need to do too.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
All right. Have a good night.
Take care. Blessings.
Bye.
All right.
Hey, y'all. I so appreciate all of you guys that chimed in. Appreciate B for coming. Look, I'm going to keep this thing going. This is day 4, I believe. And tomorrow, you guys were coming on early, 12 o'clock Eastern time, 11 o'clock Central time. I'll be interviewing Mr. Boati Davis, who is the owner of another barber shop in Chicago, Illinois. So we're bringing it back to Chicago again. So you guys, I really appreciate you. Thanks for coming out. See you next week. No, I'm just joking. Bye, y'all.
On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better.